Hello. Wow, that was bad. My apologies. Hello. Welcome to another stream. um, yeah. I don't know why it's being blurry like that when I turn my head. I need to check into my camera and stuff. Um, anyways. Wow, we're not being very professional here today, are we? Alright. I'm fully focused on you guys now. You may be wondering what we're here for. Well, it's in the title. It's another Skulland project update, and I'm in the world here, doing the stuff. Let me just switch the screen for you. Okay, so as you can tell, if you were tuning in last stream, let me press enter and get rid of that. Okay, there is merch in case you saw that over there in that corner. We do have merch. Make sure to buy some t-shirts if you want to help support the channels. Whether help support all my stuff, for YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. I make videos on gaming, and also I'm attempting to make my own game, which is going. And last stream, I was giving you guys the rundown on everything I've been working on, and which was this Sunday, I believe. Yeah, I had overtime last night. So I wasn't able to get on like I was wanting to at the work. So I worked a 12-hour shift, but we are here to do stuff. As you could tell, we had a tree that didn't load in, and then I didn't fix the errors, and it messed up our auto material landscape. But as you can tell, I fixed it actually relatively quickly. So we were looking into the things, and I imported an older version of it, and it still didn't have the textures applied. Well, then I just put the textures in there and plugged them in, and it worked. So yeah, this tree wasn't here last time. It's this tree, but with these leaves on it. And I was trying to get an idea of what this would look like on here. Now, we're gonna make some more trees and stuff. We weren't done making the cherry blossom tree. I was gonna mess around with that a bit more, but I wanted to fix my thing. And so that way, if we crash again, it won't be as bad of a deal. And yeah, I just put these trees in here because of, so it's not barren. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just, whoa. I forgot that it does that. Stop doing that. Stop. Unselect. Thank you. Gosh dang. Okay, I guess I'll just come in here like this. Landscape. Actually, it's foliage, not landscape. Let's click this guy off. Let's hit erase. Let's hit size, scale. Okay. I don't know where my little thing is at. Where's it at? I don't know what that is. Forget what that does. Density. Oh, that's why. Oh, geez. Okay. Just go ahead and get rid of all this unwanted, necessary stuff. And let's just focus on the trees at hand and getting them in the world. So we'll go ahead and... Scooby, chill out over there. Okay, sorry, that was my phone. Let me just grab you, chuck you over, actually, let's just, you know what, screw it. We're just gonna, bye. Goodbye. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna just put all of the trees, stuff that we made, up in a line for now. So let's drag out our willow. Let's drag out, oh, that's foliage type, not tree. This is the actual tree. Okay, and then we'll chuck our new guy. Actually, let's get rid of you. So I actually made you first. You're the actual one. And then this was my little, you know, my little theory guy here. And, yeah, so now we got our trees. I don't like the way the sky looks from that angle. So, I don't know, we can mess around with it. Look around at it. Alright, so we got our trees that we have made. I'm going to tell you what I like about what we got going on here and what I don't like. Now, this guy, let's start over here. This was just all the way down here. Start down here. The willow, I like. I don't have any problem with. I'm thinking about maybe changing up the bark of the tree. I have no problem with it. I think it looks good. I think I might even keep that, actually, the bark. And I think I darkened it to give it more of a dark feel for more of a swampy vibe. I may do something with the leaves and making some more darker than others, or I just might like darken them up, or I might just leave it just how it is. It looks relatively nice. It looks like a willow tree. It's impressive. I really have no complaints with the willow tree. This tree over here, this was the first doohickey we got done here. My only problem with it is I got my leaf problem fixed, and Megascans helps me out tremendously because I was trying to get leaves to work properly without them looking weird and unconnected to the branches and stuff, and I figured it out, but like some things wasn't working and others were, and I was trying to get the importing and moving it all over, and it was being a hassle. Megascans made it to where I could just drop it and place it, which is extremely helpful, because obviously the tree assets, this is the one we're looking at, comes with these things here. So you got the tree, and then it's got the leaves, and then you just got to put your materials on there. And as I showed you guys yesterday, Megascans, when you get stuff, the mulberry thing that we have, it's literally right here. Here's all the textures. Everything's right here. The albedo, displacement, normal, capacity, roughness, and translucency is all here. And then it's got the leaf right there. So you just, you know, minimize the thing on the side, chuck it right into the spot. And which is what we got right here. And then, you know, instead of going here and finding it every time when we're looking at the tree, when we want to look at that leaf exactly, we can click it and bring it up like here. And all that stuff. And it's got all of our different things that we can check and check mark off. All the parameters, color tints, things like this. And it even has the parent material atlas for materials, which comes from Megascans. You can click on that. You can come in here and take a look at what this is, and it shows you all the stuff. I don't know why it does all that jittery just displacement crap, but yeah, but it's got all the stuff. So what it is it's got displacement here, and this just has an initial color, and it acts as like a parent, right? And then you make a copy, and then this goes into the parent, and it has all the stuff for this. So then this is literally just all of these variables, and then these are just placed in the slots. So this is like a material instance. So this is the actual material, and then this was a material instance created off of this, and then all of the textures and stuff was just dropped right on here, making it super simple and easy, and I could just use this for whatever I want. So if I want to make my own brand new leaves, and I want to keep things simple and stuff, and I got all the textures, I can just boom, 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 drop. We're done. And without having to, you know, go through and do it all myself. So that's relatively nice and amazing to have. So, and then you can just drop it in here, and then here's the wood texture, which obviously same deal. You got the whole wood thing, and then here's that, the default material on the parent, which is the same deal. So if I ever want to make my own thing, there, it's right there. I didn't even notice these were open. Boop. Oh yeah, I opened that to do all that. So apply it, save. Let me just boop. Make sure that's saved. Boop. 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 And boop. Okay. So, that's all that. So I was doing things. Now, okay, the difference between this tree and this tree is I'll tell you exactly what the difference is. If you can see, these leaves are significantly bigger, and the reason for that is simple. The planes that are on this tree are relatively tinier. All right, and the reason for that is because on tree it already had a custom tree called the mulberry, which was some sort of tree, and the leaves weren't working, and I found out they had their custom ones that I could just transfer over, which was cool, and it looked pretty, and I wanted to bring it in and see what it looked like. And the leaves bits were relatively smaller. The planes were. And yeah. And that's what it looks like on here. The planes from this to that are exactly the same. So in Mega Skins, these leaves are just relatively more small in size, and these are relatively bigger. So these are normal plane size. So this is about the size that the leaves would look on this tree if it didn't have all the small polygons. So I'm thinking about going in and making a tree that's relatively similar in shape and detail and all that as this, but with these planes. So the leaves are big, because my only problem with this tree is it's got leaves and stuff on it, right? But if, like, let's just play real quick. It's just too barren, You see too much into the sky. It's not really a tree. It's not really full, versus that one's more full, and this would be kind of the leaves for it. You got some leaf action going on. It's full. It's alive. It's got going on. This looks like it's got tiny tore up little speckies, like little dots all over the tree. And it doesn't look very good, in my opinion. So we're going to fix that. And then we're going to obviously continue making... I have no idea why you're open. Go away. We're going to continue making this. Which we were doing last time. We did have this imported, and we were changing the size of it. We were messing around with it, and our thing went all bleh, boo on us. I noticed one thing. We need to extend the branches. They were too short. They were relatively kind of like this, short stuff. And I mean, this works for this style of tree, and I like that. But we were going for like this big master like cherry blossom. I feel like the trees need to just extend out. And yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna close that and this. We're gonna open up game creation. I'm gonna hop into tree it. Some good stuff right there. I didn't think it would be. Let me get that up close to the camera. It's not really focusing. Oop, that way. It's Mountain Dew, obviously. It's Mountain Dew Voodoo or something like that. Don't ask me, mate. I don't know, man. Tastes good though. Really probably shouldn't be drinking pop. I drink it way too much, Let's just drink it too much. Brain, turn on. Long 8 hours of work makes for a not working brain. Blossom tree right there. There it be. Oh, we gotta zoom out. We gotta zooms out. Okay, that's how we rotate. Okay, so my only problem was with our little tree guy here, was the branches weren't long enough. It looks relatively decent in here. It seemed like it, but now with the leaves on it, now that I'm having a better look, I agree with my final statement that they're not long enough. Branch length. That's branches at the max length right there. out of recommended. We could go further. The question is, do we want to go further? That kind of looks good. Honestly. Okay. Let's see what 300 would be. What? That would be a unique little guy, wouldn't it? Like, do like a 1? Oh, that's on 2. Let's do 300. Oh my goodness. I think that's a bit excessive. 300 is way too excessive. Like 275? I still feel like that's excessive. You know? It's too excessive. 250, I think, is going to be perfect. I genuinely think 250 is going to be perfect. Okay, Yeah, let's go ahead and do a little export action here. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a try. Export as FBX. Blossom Tree 2.0. In case I already had one in there. Let's go ahead and minimize that. Let's bring up back up Unreal Engine. Let's grab this guy, desktop, game meshes. Woo, wrong thing. That's game materials. Game meshes. There we are. Blossom 2.0. Just. Ooh, what's going on here? It's right there in front of my face. I should probably, you know, get to the folder I actually want to put that in. There we go. Combine mesh is on. Import all. Okay, we are not going to need these all white materials, so we'll delete it. Come on now, don't be like this. There we are. Let's bring it down over here. My only deal with on the problem with this tree that I have not figured out yet is obviously, like, let's open this up. It's obviously we have our trunk and our leaf type, but even if I do like 2 sets of leaf things, there's not another texture spot. It's still element here. It's still that one. So yeah. I'm gonna turn off collision on leaves. Okay. We'll do all the extra editing detail stuff in a minute. Let's just see what it's gonna look like. Mega scans. We'll start with the surface of the tree. We have old oak. Or we're gonna go with elm. I mean, elm doesn't look bad. And we could always change it. What is this? Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think this was the one we got for it, was it? I don't know. I like it though. Let's roll with that. It's kind of got that light touch. Right? This has got like a more of like a dark oaky kind of though. Maybe that's what we go with. Hold on. Let's go with what's old oak gonna look like on there. I think it's not really got the style we're looking for, I don't feel like. I'm gonna go with this for now until I get a new material for it, but I'm gonna roll with it just so I can get a feel for it. Now let's go to atlases. We're going with the flower, which already has leaves applied. Ooh, pretty. Heck yeah, I'm liking it. Hold on. Let's hop into the leaves details. Color intensity. Hold on. Tiling? I forget what tiling does. It's at 1. Let's do 0.05. Two. Oh, okay, it changes, I think, the size of stuff going on here. Hold on. So if I do 3? Oh, so we can get, like, more stuff. That looks almost unnatural on 3. Let's do 1.5 on tiling. Ooh. What's 0.5 gonna look like on tiling? Hold on. Okay, alright. What did just 1 look like? No, I think 1 on its own looks relatively nice. My only problem with it is I like how it's on the ends, like we wanted it. It's not enough. It's not as poofy, you know what I mean? Or I guess this isn't really that poofed either. Maybe that's the feel we're going for. I don't know. Did we overdo it with the trunk? I still feel like the base isn't big enough in my opinion. I don't know. Alright, what was the other thing I was looking for? Something I added. The specular. That was on, what was it? -1. Okay. Oh no, it's not big enough. Know what I mean? Let's go to tree it real quick. I have an idea for the leaves. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Let's do coned on one, coned on the other. We do that maybe. Add more fullness to it. Export. FBX. 3 some 3.0. Export that real quick. I just want to take a look. We'll delete anything that we don't want. I just want to know what it's going to look like. Some, you know, bigger leaves. So we got that one. Here, after a bit of doing work and stuff, I'm going to have to, like, go through all this stuff. Blossom 3.0. Let's do that. Import. He's in. We got it in here. Shift. Delete. Force delete. Yes, yes, yes. Roger, roger, roger that. Ooh, okay. Much bigger planes, obviously. Okay. Mega scans. Surfaces. We'll start with this again. Trees. We went with this one. Keep everything exactly the same so we can look at the difference. Oh, that's much fuller. That's much fuller already. Like, this from that is just sexy. I mean, that is much fuller. Oh, that's beautiful. I think I think that touch, increasing the plane size, is exactly what all the other trees are missing, to be honest. I feel like that works for this relatively well, too. You know, it's just more lively. This is too barren. That one's definitely going to get fixed, for sure. But I mean, like, this was too branchy. It was too stick. It was too, like, nothing's there. That's just like, boom. Hey, look at me. I'm sexy as hell. Like, if we come in here. Alright, let's come in here. Let's say, hold on. You know, we need point of reference. Let's just, you know, let's really make it look like we're, you know. Okay, now, let's just say, you know. Yeah, you know, and in the sunlight, that would look really good, you know? Could you imagine, like, a beautiful area on the map? Because I'm gonna have a cherry blossom forest. I think I said that yesterday. But I'm gonna have a cherry blossom forest. Could you imagine walking through a forest of these trees? You have, like, a nice particle system effect, where those those, like, flower petals are falling down and they got kind of almost a luminescent glow. You got a nice, like, sparkling river just flowing through over here on the side. You got some nice pebbles and stuff. Maybe you got some, you know, fish in there doing its thing, you know. Just a beautiful terrain, you know, and these trees are going to make a nice touch to it. And I feel like that's good. I feel like those are good. I feel like this tree is huge too. Like, from a distance, it's going to be nice, because obviously we're going to want that effect, and then when you get up close, the tree is just large. It's just, holy crap, tree, you know? I think we did good. To be honest. I'm digging this one, 2.0, 3.0, much more than the other one. My question is, for science, do it for science at least. We set the, okay, we did this with, I don't know why we did this with increasement, and this is leaf. Let's turn that to 90. Okay. Alright. Okay, we turned it up to 90, and that made a huge difference. But if we go, like, 125, you think that's going to be too much? It's almost got, like, a full canopy effect. You know? Is that overdoing it? Like, honestly, is that overdoing it? 125, 125. Is that overdoing it? Hold on. Just making sure I'm talking. Is it? Like, are we overdoing it at this point? 125. I mean, 115 maybe? And see what it looks like? You reckon? Because, I mean, we went up from 25 to 90. And we went from this to this, which was a huge change. But, I mean, it's still relatively, like, not that big. So I'm thinking, like, a little bigger than this. 115. Or should we just see what 125 does? Okay, I have 115 in here. This, okay, if I turn this up, what does that do? Oh my gosh. Maybe not. Do I turn those down to keep them from, like, being too much? I don't know. You know, I don't want to be too crazy with it, but I mean, like, a good canopy looking deal would look nice, I feel like. And the thing is, let me go ahead and export this. The thing is like, it still had branchy stone because you have that transparency because it's not showing the entire plane. So right now that's got a canopy effect, but the leaves won't be covering the entirety of that. It'll just place the image on, and then there will be the transparent pit that'll take those out, and you'll be able to see up through into the sky. So I mean, you still got that bit. So let's do Blossom 4.0. Save. Let's go back to Unreal Engine. Here's Blossom 4.0. Whoa. Where'd you go? Blossom 4.0 right here. Let's just drop this in here real quick. Again, we don't need these. And obviously, we can play with the size later. And I mean, the size is already as big as these other ones, so we really don't even need to play with the size very much. Here's 4.0. Okay. Alright, we got 4.0 in here. Let's go to content, mega scans, obviously. We'll do this same stuff, so we're not changing anything up. Okay, there's that. And obviously, once we get what we want... Whoops. Wow. Ooh, I'm kind of digging that. Hold on. Hold on, let's fix our problem. We made the trunk out of the freaking flowers, mate. Okay, hold on, let's... Alright. Where we at? Hey, what's up? I'm sorry, I didn't even see your message. Oh, that's Stream Elements. Nice trees. Thanks, mate. Thanks, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, I appreciate it. Alright. Alright. Click off. Dang it. Alright, hold on. This was... We need to have side-by-side comparison. So we need to get all these extra 3.0s out of the way. And let's... Content. Grass, foliage. Okay, you... Go away for a second. Alright. Let's drag in 4.0. In reference, not much difference, in my opinion. Okay, hold on. Definitely a noticeable difference, but not that much of a difference. What's... Like, hold on. What's going on here, though? I feel like there's a lot going on here that's not, like, connected. That's our only problem. Versus this looks like it's still relatively connected. And then we got that. But I'm liking the more overall fullness of 4.0. This is absolutely garbage. and embarrassing. So when we're making more trees, we're obviously going to have to increase the leaf size like we've been doing with our 4.0 here with the other trees. So it's definitely looking better. And I mean, if we come down here and press play, click in here, and we just, the difference between that there to there is tremendous. This was like leaf size of 25 polygon, like 25 in width and length. This is 90, and this is 115. The jump from here and here is not that much of a difference, but from there to there is huge, and from there and there is just ridiculous. And yeah, I don't know. I think 4.0 is going to be the winner. It's just more full. I'm curious though. Let's hop out of that real quick. Why is my ground? I don't know why it always consistently does that. Go away. Material instance. Give me my grass back. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh, I'm curious. Okay, so there's a lot of points if we come up above here where it looks like they're not connected. And I'm thinking, is the problem with it not looking like it's connected is because they're relatively huge. We see and I'm wondering if maybe we up our branch segment sizes, like our branchlets, so we have more branchlets. You know what I mean? Oh, we're at the crinkleness and stuff. Branch length, branch count, branchlet count. We only have 15. But here's the thing. Our total number of polygons is 3,330. We want to relatively keep that below 4,000. Branches already has 718 in polygons. Leaf has 160. Leaf has two sets of 200 for leaves, on 200 on each. How much? Oh, okay. Turning that up there automatically increases that to that many of polygons. We drop that back to 200. Okay, so that's significant. Leaves obviously cost a lot. It's very expensive to have leaves on your tree. We don't want to be too many polygons because it'll slow down stuff and things. Hey, we got another person watching. We're making trees. Yeah. Since you just got here, I'll show you what we've been working on. We got these going on here. I'm deciding things. Because once I figure out what I want for the leaf size, I'm gonna start doing. I'm probably gonna change up the branch. The trunk. I don't particularly like that. Hold on. Let me click on you real quick. Oh, right here. Our detail's not even up on the tree right now. Hold on. Let's just turn everything up to 10 and just watch it just... Boom! Look at that! Oh my gosh. The amount of extra detail being pumped through there is insane. Let's just do that real quick. Yeah. I really particularly like this look for this kind of tree, for the trunk, but I think it works. As you can see there, I also have merch, guys, in case you're interested. I was wearing the shirt earlier today, but it's dirty. We have 1 HP in a Dream. That's the latest shirt out. I need to make another shirt soon. But if you're interested in buying merch, definitely check it out. It's cool. I think the next shirt design I'm going to make is going to be a Loot Goblin shirt. But like I said, I currently have 1 HP and a dream. I can actually go and grab that for a second and show you guys. Hold on. Oh, I dropped my headset. No! Like I said, it's dirty because I wore it earlier because I wear it like all the time. Yeah, the merch link should be down in the bio. But we got 1 HP and a dream right there. Comes in various colors. I just really like purple. I don't know why. It looks nice. Tossing it back over there so I can get the wash. I'll make sure that actually gets in the basket later. We don't leave things lying about around here. Or at least I don't. Maybe you do. And that is okay if you do. Alright, those are already up to 10. Okay. Cool. I suppose. What do you guys think in chat? You guys like 4.0 for the leaves? Or 3.0? This guy's not even a competitor. Let's just start by saying that. That is just too... you know, like... He's like, I don't know, not enough. I think our Willow looks really great. I don't know. This is definitely going to need work. And I might increase the size things for this, too. Alright. No one has commented anything, so I think I'm just going to roll with what I think is going to be the best. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to go back to grass foliage. Blossom 2.0 is gone. You didn't make the cut, my guy. Get the heck out of here. Now it's down to 4.0 and 3.0. I honestly think 4.0 is the best. Like I said, I have a lot of problems with it not looking like it's connecting. But I mean, unless you're in the game, if we get to the point where we have creatures and stuff, where we have flying creatures or broomsticks, I don't know. It's going to be a magical world. Whatever the hell we want to put in here. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever we want to be in this dang game. If we're flying above, you're not really going to notice it. It's only when you're, like, in here. And you're not going to notice it, like, from down here. And I think it relatively looks good. So, like, if we're playing, you know, I don't really think you're going to notice it. It looks like it's connecting. Kinda. Except for that one. That one doesn't look like it's connected to anything. But I mean, if you don't notice it, you don't stare at it, it's not that bad. Here, let's grab 3.0. Let's see how bad 3.0 is in Game Shot. I mean, we relatively have the same problem again. We could try one more thing. What I was talking about before. Branchlet count. Oh, geez, that it made it super expensive. Let's turn up the branchlet count to about there. We're going to name this one 5.0. What was our branchlet count at to start with? Hold on, we're going to do 24, but where did we start at? 15? And then we're going to do 24? 15 to 24? I mean, it's not relatively that big of a difference, but I mean, it should be a difference. FBX... Blossom 5.0. Blossom 5.0 coming soon to Skulland Productions. I don't know why I did that. I did it because I can. Alright. Let's drag you in. Import like we do. Get the heck out of here. We don't frickin' need you. Think we need you around here. We don't need you. Alright. Alright. Let's just do... Let's see if we can just find it. Paper, flower, material instance. Why did I put that there again? Okay. Paper, flower. Pine bark. This was it. Yep. It's also better positioned. Isn't it? Like, it's all over the place here. Branch... Okay, so the problem is these are just floating around because there's no connected points. This looks more natural and doesn't have a lot of floating bits because it has places to connect to. I think. I could just be delusional and crazy. But I think it's more uniformed looking. I can't tell. Let me... I mean, there's still floating bits. Okay, my next deal breaker. I think the floating bits, it's from Polygon, leaf size. I think it is. I like the thickness. I'm down with the thickness. But it's also occurred to me that I've only changed leaf size for one set of leaves. Why am I such an idiot? I just now realized that I haven't changed leaf size for the other set of leaves. And that could help out tremendously. So let's actually drop it to like 80. Alright. Let's grab our other set of leaves, turn it to up to like 80. Okay, we're gonna keep the extra branchlets. And our newfound size. FBX. Who knew we would be reaching Blossom 6.0? Who thought? Who would have even thought we would be at Blossom 6.0 at this point, at this stage? Definitely not me. I didn't think I was going to import it this many times. Holy crap. But I want to make sure it looks good, obviously. Where do I find you? There you are. Import all. Get the heck out of here. Alright. Gone. You. Into the world. Into the world. Was it flower? Paper flower. Ooh. Already looking good. Alright. Really looking good, honestly. What's... It was... something. Pine? bark? Yeah, it was. Okay. I wasn't sure. Oh. Okie dokie. Okay, we don't need you. Go away. I don't think people are going to notice it. And I like it. You know, I like it. It's full, it's bushy. It looks good. I think we found the winner. Right here. It's with Blossom 6.0. I think we found the winner. Now, my only issue is like this. Why is that hanging off there? It bothers me. I can see this and notice it. Know what I mean? That's not connected to anything. That's the thing, is I don't think any of this is connected with anything. I don't know. It's just those hanging bits on the ends. But I guess if I don't really look at them, it's not that big a deal, I guess. Okay, we're going with 6.0. You guys didn't make the cut. Get out of here! Okay, that means we need to save Blossom and tree it before it decides to leave us. Save. Now, we got a tree. Randomize. And we completely have another style of cherry blossom. Does that change anything to do with the leaves, though? No. Can I Control Z to go back? Okay, I did. Randomize. Randomize. Add the leaves back. Do we like that? Alright. I think we're gonna do 5 variants of every tree. I don't know if that's overdoing it, but whatever. Blossom 6.2. Save. Okay. First things first, we're gonna hop in here. Clear out all of this unnecessary, unwanted crap that I no longer need. Delete. All this bark stuff that came from exporting stuff inside of tree it that didn't even work out for me. Get the heck out of here. These leaves that I don't no longer need. Whoa, whoa. Chill out. Let's delete those. It's just too much stuff. 5, 3 to 5 is all getting deleted here. 3 Blossom 2.0 was the worst out of them. You gone. Tree Blossom 1 was an epic failure. It crashed her frickin' computer. Grass done, please. You could tell I was struggling with grass when I'm naming it. Grass done, please. I'm tired of frickin' doing this. You know what I mean? Tree, work. You can tell when I'm getting frustrated. Like, alright, I'm tired of importing this. You can see the evolution process. Blossom tree. Okay, that's that. 4 blend tree. Okay, I need to figure out what these other tree files are for tree it. Because it's where our other trees are currently at. Okay, that's 6. Point. Oh, I didn't even do 6.1. I just went to 2 like an idiot. We'll do 1 next. 'Cause we like doing things backwards. Import all. Delete. Yes, please. Okay. Maybe we should do folder. I'll name this file Blossom Trees. Move here. Move here. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Back to tree it. Turn off leaf. Randomize. And here, doggos. Do we like that? There's a giant hole gap in the center. I feel like we got too many that are leaning. Let's go to trunk. let's try this one out. Actually, let's go to trunk. Let's turn the leaves off. Let's do that. Hold on. Doop boop boop doo. Okay, it's the one that I'm looking for. Do that. There we are. Let's go back to tree, add back our leaves. Hold on, let's do leaves off again. Trunk. Okay, I think that one's good there, guys. Still got a slight bend to it, but I wanted one that was a little bit more on the normal side. FBX, let's do Blossom 6.1. Hey, come in here, man. Come check these out. Come check these out, Jay. We got Killer Jay over here messing with my door.
Honey, I'll be right back.
Oh, I won't. I'm stealing them forever. I'm evil. Okay. Oh, no. Don't do that. Let's steer these. Where's the one? Dude. I made these other ones. I gotta apply the textures, but I'm making variants of the tree right now. Up to 5 of each tree. This was the first one.
I'm guessing you're live right now?
Yes, I've been live. Say hi.
That's a tree.
Yeah. These are all my other ones. By the way, I'm increasing leaf size. I'm gonna redo this. I like this tree. I like the way it looks for the tree bit, but I don't like the leaves.
Maybe like them bigger?
Yeah, they're too small, so I'm gonna make them a lot bigger. This is the exact same leaf, but on a different leaf plane that's much larger sized.
Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I gotta go watch her.
You're gonna leave me forever?
Yeah.
Wow. He's just like, yes. Fades off.
There can only be one Simba.
Remember who you are. Brain work. Birch? What's it called? I forgot what it was called. Oh, it was pine. Right? It was pine bark. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Pine bark. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Oh yeah, that's much different. Go away. Paper. That's not how you spell paper. Probably help if I knew how to spell. Fortunately for us, I can't. Dude, the variation from that tree to this tree, major difference. Major difference. Trunk size, limb size, everything's significantly different. I like that factor. Going back to the more chunky Mamungus over here. What is this? Go away. We no longer need you open either. Okay. Pine bark. Yep. And then paper. Okay. Ooh. 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 I like it. I like what we got going on here. These trees are going to get now set in a foliage system where these trees with a value system, so the exact same trees, some will be the exact same one, not out of the 5. Obviously we'll be using all 5 and they'll have the same parameters, but just take like this tree for example, right? Parameters, so you'll have some that'll be taller, some that'll be shorter, and you'll have that variation through 5 trees, and it'll just look like a random forest. Trees of all different heights and sizes. And then, this thrown in with a few, other different trees. Golden. That's why I'm thinking 5 is going to be a good number. Because if you have one tree that's, maybe up to here, but it's this tree, but it only comes up to here, and you had some came up to, clear up to, like, here, right? But it's still this tree. And then you took those values of, like, it could be anywhere within from here to there. Anywhere from, like, here to there in height. And then you took that by 5 different trees. And then in the forest type that's got a type of tree, like 3 different types of trees. So that'd be a variation of 3 different types of trees. It's like 15 variations with numerous height variation. The forest is going to be totally random, and it's going to look good. So I think 5 is going to be perfect. You could probably even get away with 3, but I'm going to do 5 for each one, I think. Now, what's going to be cool about these trees is, like I already said before, these guys here, it's going to have a particle system. So when you're walking through this forest, the petals will fall from the trees. And yeah, I forgot I had food over here. Let me show you. So my roommates, Killer J, and his gal, Starlight. We'll call her Starlight. That's her PlayStation name. Starlight made this. It's really good. We got some stew. It's been sitting over here on the plate for a little while, so you got some carrots and onions. Right, some carrots and onions. Mashy potatoes. And some stew meat. Or not stew meat. Roast. Sorry, I don't know why I said stew meat. I've been craving and thinking about chili a lot lately. My family, how we make chili is we have sorry. We take Mrs. Grind beans, right? Some like VA juice, chili powder, and a bit of burger, stew meat. Put that all together, you have a nice chili. Now, my family were deer hunters. I don't know why I pointed at a hat, because of the camo. We hunt, bow hunt. So, we eat a lot with deer meat. So, I mean, we have hamburger, but I mean it's not really hamburger. I mean here at my house, since I'm 23 and I moved out of my parents' house a while ago, I have a lot of hamburger because I haven't gone hunting yet myself, but I have gone with my dad and stuff, and I plan on going here in the near future. Eventually. So let's go ahead and get 6.3. Ooh. You think? He's got a bit of a twist that way on this end. You think? You think? I kind of like this one. I had the leaves a bit. I think it looks rather good. Export. FBX. Awesome. 6.3. Save. Doop doop doop. Whoop. Nope. There we are. Right. I know this isn't very eventful, but it's relatively, man, that merch is still there. It's still relatively more fun than some of the stuff I have to do, that I've had to do. So yeah, I don't know. I could show you guys some of the other stuff that I've been working on, but I kind of showed that off on last stream. I just kind of gave an update on everything. That's not really the purpose of today. Today is just kind of like hanging out, but just for like a second. That's nice variation right there. Some good stuff. Okay. Just kind of show you, like, some of the stuff that I did. Obviously, I did the auto landscape material, which isn't on at the frickin' moment, because it likes to, when I'm placing stuff in the world, it likes to frickin' disappear. Well, the grass does. That's applied in it. Yeah, I got it's all determined by height value. So you got grass, and then it goes into rock layer, small stones, then hard rock, and then when it flattens out, it gets back into grass. The dirt road, I don't know if this is going to be the road I stick with, but it's a dirt road. I might be making a new auto landscape material so I can have some more advanced stuff. Because I have an idea of one of the reasons why. Okay, so there's like 5 different ways to make an auto landscape material, depending on like who you were asking and stuff. And I was watching all these different videos, and some of ideas don't work with others, and it was being a nuisance, and I didn't like it. And but this is the one I'm running right now. I just pulled this up real quick. Yeah. For someone who doesn't know anything about code, or like, not code, blueprints and stuff, sorry, I don't know why I said code, because obviously I don't want to steer you wrong. This is blueprints. To someone to be like, oh, code, oh, that's fancy. Nah, that's just blueprints. This might look a little crazy to you, for someone who's never seen anything like this. So it's quite simple, really. Simple. Yeah. So what I got going on is I've got these labeled because I started learning how to, keep things organized. This is my dirt layer. So you got your text cord and your tiling. I explained all this stuff earlier, but this, is my albedo map. And hold on, displacement, sorry. And I got that into just my into here. I don't know why it's under a large rock, but I have it just plugged in there so that way it can. I think it's because I didn't redraw the line to the thing. Hold on. I want to check something because it fell apart in the last stream because I was importing a tree and then it was like crash. Hold on. So if I go to landscape, I go to paint. Oh no, it's here. Okay, cool. Alright. I don't know why I thought it wasn't there, but whatever. But yeah, this is the landscape, and then you can add different layers that you can paint on. But this itself is not a landscape material, so these ones here are blended in, right? Determining by which is on top, and plugged into base color, and is applied onto the landscape, and then these materials apply depending on height value. So it should be quite simple. So when the landscape comes up like this and the grass hits this part, it automatically switches to small rocks, and then when it gets steeper, it switches to this more harder, more rough stone. And what this means is I can then come onto my landscape, and when I'm sculpting it, instead of having to go through and paint everything individually, when I'm sculpting, sculpt, and I'm messing with it, it automatically just changes. As you can tell here, my strength isn't very high right now. But yeah, as you can tell, it just changes the value. So when I'm in here, you know, sculpting in mountains or whatever, it determines which kind of layer I have. And now the dirt road isn't applied to the layer. That's a paint on one, because obviously I don't want my layer to be obviously it's not a layer in the world, it's a thing that I have to control, because obviously, like, I don't want just roads everywhere. I want roads in certain places. So when I, like, say if I want to get to the point where I'm starting to build cities, and I build like a city right here or something, and I'm gonna have a road going through it, I'm gonna want to like paint my road to wherever I want to go. There's more advanced ways to do that other than painting it in, but haven't gotten that far. I do know of it, but yeah, this is just my little thing I made so I don't have to have something, you know, barren and boring. So yeah, we're gonna make one more blossom tree, and then we will move on back to one of the other trees. I'm thinking more of our standard tree. This is going to be our standard tree for our regular forest, I think. Or at least for now. We got the willow, which looks nice. We'll need to get variants of it and variants of this guy. So, yeah. Which I think we started with this tree instead of just starting fresh. No, we started fresh. That's right. We did start fresh. I think this... is that? No, I think it's entirely separate. I can't remember what I did. Whatever. But yeah. Content, grass foliage, blossom tree. Okay, we're back here. Let's turn off our sculpting. There we are. One more blossom tree. Because we got 6.0, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to need a fourth one to make 5 trees in total. Because not starting at 1, that's how that works. Right, leaves. Okay, gone. So, randomize. Should we do trunk again? do 275. Okay. Should we have our branches curve up more? We could do one of those. Maybe. What was it at? It was down some to add some stuff. But I mean, if we come up here, have one of those, maybe? Let's branch offset. That's weird looking. Branch gravity. I think I'm gonna do that. Back to trunk. Bend mid. I think I'm gonna roll with this. I think that'll be rather interesting take. One like that. File, export, FBX, the last blossom tree being exported. 6.4. What was that? Okay. It's fine, it went through. But it look, oh gosh. Oh goodness. Import all. Okay, and delete. The last blossom is in the word. Let's get rid of the real auto. Okay. Pine. Bark. Paper. Oh gosh. Okay, it just looked weird in the viewport thing. That honestly doesn't look bad. It kind of looks better than the other ones. Almost, in a way. It definitely looks smaller and skinnier out of all of the others. But those are blossom variants. They're all different. Rename. Rename. Six point. There we are. And that's all of our blossoms. Now we only have one issue that we have to fix. I think the height is perfect for him. The only issue we gotta fix now is we gotta go through all of these and fix the collision. So obviously they're not set up properly. So let's go do that now. Alright. First things first. We'll start with this one. That needs to be off. Then let's do collision. Remove collision. Collision. Add a box simplified collision. So it looks like that. Then we're going to come down here. Should be under collision. Collision complexity. We need to change this from protect default to use complex. Use complex collision as simple, which does all of this little complexity here. And we have the leaves uncheck marked, which means it's not going to add one to this, which is perfect. Now this is Blossom 4, so if I close out of this, that should be our recent one. As you can tell, if I hop into here, you can now tell I can walk all the way up to the tree except through the tree branch. I haven't worked through all the details later, so obviously we haven't done that with these, so we can't walk quite up to those yet. So we have this one changed. So we can hit the trunk, and any of the branches will stop us. But yeah. So that's what we got to do for all the trees. And then hit save. And then we can close it. So we keep the collision on except for that. We go to collision, remove collision, collision, add box simplified collision. Now by having the box simplified collision, I believe we can use that later for our advantage. We can use that as a when the player crosses into that bounds, right? Because we're gonna have this as a harvesting game. When he's inside that, he can then use the action to swing the axe or whatever, and to to retrieve resources from it. Oh, hold on. Collision. Remove collision. Collision. Add box simplified collision. Now let's save that. Turn off leaves. Make sure. Move this. Add box simplified collision. Scroll down. And save. And also, the reason you want to use that for other resources is, say you put a box collision on a rock, right? And you have, like, I don't know, you have like a gun game, or in this case, maybe I have an ability where I throw a shuriken, right? And obviously, let's say this can is that rock. And if you have a box that's wrapping around the can like this, up in the corner here, where there's no rock, where something should fly by the object, will still bounce off of it, because that's the inside the box collision. So adding the simplified advanced collision encases only the mesh with its own collision box. So that way, objects like that only bounce off this bit rather than the box bit. And that's important. So you, like earlier, where we were stopping into the tree, like right about here, we were hitting to where we couldn't move. We were stuck. That was about as far as we could get to the tree. And you can see where that could be a problem, because if you have a big forest, right, and you have a gap of 2 trees there that you should be able to fit from, and all of a sudden you can't walk through it. But we can walk all the way up to a tree now. So, like, for example, if I drag another tree out here, and a forest, and a, you know, and a game that's going to be full of action like ours will be, you should be able to walk through a tree gap just like this in a game easily and naturally. If we would have kept that other box collision, we would have been stopped, and we wouldn't be able to walk through here, because the collisions of both of them would have collided, and there would have been no passing point in between both of these trees. So that's why that's important. And yeah, so that should give a little bit of a insight on why that's important. And that's our blossoms, guys. We can do some more editing, strictly to the material and stuff. One thing I want to know is, like, I don't know if I want to keep this for the bark of these trees. I kind of still want to go with this more darky wood design. You know what I mean? It's very light and nice, but I don't know if it's the look I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So let's just open this up, go into here real quick, bring that down. We can change, we can mess around with the colors if we want, real quick. That's tint. Ooh. Kind of like a dark material. We have an arrow to hit it back too. Okay, so that goes from dark to light. Well, it gets really dark. can go with that. Ooh, so this controls like the tint color of the tree. Okay, I'm digging that, kind of. Kind of goes well with the tree, you know what I'm saying? I like what we got going on there. Tiling offset. What's I think this is like, yeah, to like change the where it's at on the material. So we can make it stretchy, we can make it however the hell we want. I suppose. Like if we wanted it there, we could put it there. We could do that, do something like that. I guess I'm gonna cancel it. I don't really care where that's at. What's this one do again? I guess I don't really know what this one's doing. Wait, hold on. No, I can't tell. Alright. Base specular. Okay. Okay. So that's what that does. Use adjusted maps. Let's not. Enable SS. I'm good with what we got. I kind of like what we created with that. I think that looks good for our trees. I didn't really want the too light. I kind of wanted the more dark bit. Our other material that we need to look at and talk about. Okay, so if we go here, it's more purple. If we go here, it's more bright. Bright pinkish. Kind of adds this blue effect to it, don't it? I can see it changes some of the actual colors in there. I'm not really looking to do that. This changes like the leaves and everything. Oh, whoa, that's pretty looking. We might need to like copy these trees and have like a blue variant. Just because I like the way that looks. Maybe even a red variant. Maybe even a red variant. I don't really want to mess with that too much. Tiling, we messed with a little bit. Oh, wow. That looks very bad. I kind of like 0.9. Not gonna lie. Color intensity. Oh gosh. All right. I think we've done it. We finally finished our trees. Those are our trees right there. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, hello. Welcome, Jeffrey Leonard. What's going on? We've just been working on some trees. As you can see, we got some cherry blossom trees here. Yeah, looking rather nice, I'd say. Got our 5 different variants for our world. And we're gonna probably be working on some of our older, crappier trees that was kind of getting us started with the whole tree thing. And yeah. I need to have in a tree and see which ones are which, obviously. But we got our cherry blossoms done, so that's cool. I love it. I love that we got our blossoms done. That makes me so happy. It really does. Let's go ahead and search this up. Doop. And boop. Oh, that looks nice. You know, in our world with the landscape applied. Hit a little bit of a play. We got the collision all looking nice on them too. Shabam, we run into that. Shabam. They're nice and tall and full. I like it. We did good with these ones. We did good with these ones. Okay. What time is it? It's 3:09. Okay. I'm probably going to be getting off here relatively more early. But I will look into some more trees real quick. I don't know when we last saved. I'm going to do save all. Save all. Make sure everything's saved because I don't want any issues. And yeah. Okay, we did this. Perfect. let's go ahead and close this out. No longer need this as reference anymore, but I do like this. I like what we made, but I may come back to it at a later point. Let's go back into Tree It here. Let's see if we can't say. Wait, we already have the one we wanted saved. That's right. Let's just hit open. Is it new tree dot it tree? Let's see what this one is. I think tree it just collapsed on us. You good? Nope, there it goes. The tree size difference is incredible. Holy crap. Okay. Zoom in way in here. Okay, I like our tree design on this one. I don't know which guy this is. Okay. I'm gonna do leaf length up to 80 and width up to 80. Okay, let's see what $80 and $80. Okay, so it's even all the way. Cool, cool. What's cone look like? Gonna look like. Okay. Clear texture. Apply. Clear texture. Okay. Alright, there we are. Branch. Trunk. Clear texture. Texture. Clear texture. Clear texture. Clear texture. And clear texture. Okay. Perfect. Let's take number of leaf count down to 200. On the other one, we'll take it down to 200 as well. And we'll see what that looks like. Now, export. Tree. 1.0. Save. Content. Grass village. Okay, these are different trees we were working on. Regular tree. 0.1. And delete. Okay. Can already see our first problem. We can increase tree size in tree it, I think. Let's go ahead and just apply some stuff real quick. That's it. My brain's not working. I think that's it. Yeah, that would work. There it is. Other than the fact it's not the right size, it doesn't look half bad. Trunk. Okay, let's try this again. And delete. Much better in size. Alrighty. We already look significantly better from this tree. From this tree to that tree. And if we wanted, re-import base mesh. That's 3 times the height. That is too much. I still think that's too much, but that's relatively better than this bush. And yeah, just this relatively looks a lot better, I feel like. You know? And then we can get some variants of this tree here for our basic tree. But yeah, it's 3:20, so I think that's all I have time for tonight. I know that wasn't very eventful, but I mean, I feel like we got significantly better work done than we did last time. Due to the fact that last time our auto landscape material got all jacked up on us. But yeah, so I'll have to name this regular tree inside of tree it, and I'll have to make some crazy different things. It looks like on this one on this particular one we got like a three-way trunk thing going on. We'll have to have some that's a single, double, and really make it different compared to this. I kind of just like the one stock, all the stuff at the end branched out and just had like the different shapes of the trunk going different ways for those. But for these trees, I want some nice variant, triple to double, and different takes for the regular tree. And as much as I like the branch amount spread out on this tree, I really do, and we're going to need some that are like that. I definitely like the leaf coverage on this tree significantly more, which I tested on this earlier. I like this tree a lot too, but I feel like it's very low. I think the planes need to be bigger. I don't know. That one's alright. Our willow, I'm not too complained about. I might take a look at it and see if I can improve it. But I think overall we did good today. We got the cherry blossom trees finally finished, so I can start messing around with them, start working on the particle system. After I get most of the trees done, one thing I do want to take a look at the trees with is obviously there's a wind that needs to be applied, which isn't currently active at the moment. I can't remember if it's in the base mesh of this or if it's in the leaves that the wind is applied to. I think it's the leaves themselves. Cast. And it very much could be that they don't have a wind setup. Oh, enable wind setup. Well, why is it doing that? Stop doing that. There, it stopped doing whatever the heck that was. I don't see any wind effect happening at the moment. I may have to go in and set up my own wind system inside of the material. This one. Because I don't know what's going on with the wind and why it's not working. True or false. It's set in the world offset, so it should be working there. Got a constant of 0. True or false, which is what that was, which we have it on. And test intensity. 0, 0.5, 0.5, and 15. Okay. This color. It should be working. Oh, it's right here. I don't know why there's... I don't know why there's these down here. And then there's... these up here. Wind, intense, height, intensity, and speed there. And then it's also... Wait, I thought I saw it twice. Yeah, I see it multiple times. And roughness intensity. Okay, wind right here. And then wind. Oh, then it's just down here. Okay. Wind intensity, though. It's not applying wind. I don't know what's up with the wind right now, but there is. I'll have to play around with it and mess around with it, obviously. And all that fun stuff. So, yeah, we got our cherry blossoms done. We gotta update the leaves. I want to find this exact tree. Update the leaves on it to a bigger size. So that way I can have this look. Obviously increase the height of it maybe for a longer trunk, or move up the branches at least some. Because my problem with this tree, with the height of it, is I have the leaves with no collision, which isn't a problem. But when I come in here, boom, immediately blocked by the branches. I feel like in a forest, you should be able to still move around, jump around underneath the trees, especially in a video game. It definitely looks nice, but like maybe take the leaves up to like where the second kind of big row of trunks are. Just kind of put it up there so it has this bit of length of trunk. And yeah, so that way the player can, you know, jump underneath the tree line and stuff. So yeah. We definitely got some tree action done. So thank you guys for watching the stream and tuning in. Tomorrow. Am I going to be live tomorrow? That's a good question that I should probably answer. I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm thinking about it. I'll tell you reasons why I will and reasons why I won't be. So that way you know both, and then you can just... and, yeah. So, the reasons why I might not is if I'm working on this, I maybe want to work on more boring and advanced things. Even more boring than this. And obviously, the last time I had a stream, it was an update. It had a bunch of stuff to show you, and it was exciting and cool. You hadn't seen all this. But this is a slow process. So if I stop and I get a bunch of trees done, maybe get a particle effects done on the trees, and I have a bunch of stuff to show you guys and tell you, and then we work on something towards the end of the stream, that'll be more fun to watch. So that'll be a reason why I don't do this. The reason why I still might go live is if I not gonna work on this and I decide to play a game. I haven't played a game in a bit, and we need to do some gaming content on here as well, because obviously this is a gaming channel, and yeah, so I definitely need to get to be doing some more of that again. I got sick and had all that stuff go on, and then I started doing this and dove really deep into it, and then here we are, and I really need to get content out. So, on more than just live streams, I need to be doing actual regular videos. But yeah, this has been the Project Skulland. If you're new here or never heard this, what this is, obviously, this is going to be a open world fantasy game. And yeah, so we're just been working on the landscape and foliage right now, trees, bushes, making things to make the world pretty. Eventually we're going to be moving on to building some characters, which I'm excited about, because we're going to have tons of spells. We want every bit and kind of spell you can think of in any kind of fantasy genre you can think of. If it exists, been thought of, or hasn't even been thought of, we want it in our game. It's going to happen. We're going to be very magical in this game. Swords, axes, and stuff. Obviously, melee combat is going to be huge for when we get around to actually making that. Right now, we're just kind of making stuff to make the land look pretty and fill it out. I do want to make a character customization screen, but that's stuff for way down the road that I haven't learned yet. My mind needs to not even be on it yet, because if I focus on too many things at once, I'm going to just flood myself with too much at one time. So we're focusing on the foliage. We'll get there eventually, and when we do, it's going to be amazing, so you're going to want to stay tuned. But otherwise, guys, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. I should. If we play any games, I don't know what we'll play. We haven't played... Ow, I bit my tongue. Like an idiot. I haven't played Sea of Thieves in a while. We might play that. Subnautica. There was several people that were showing up when I was playing Subnautica. A lot of people tend to like that game. And Below Zero I haven't even touched yet, and I want to. So, maybe Below Zero? I don't know. I mean, if we take a look, we hop out of here. Just real quick before I get off. Jeez, I can't even remember where my games folder it's been that long. I mean, we got a lot of games here. You know? So, I mean 7 Days, Plague's Tale. We did Minecraft a bit. Last time I played a game, we were doing a Minecraft thing. There's tons of stuff here. So, yeah, well, if I'm on playing games tomorrow, there's lots to choose from. And we'll definitely give it a good check out. I'm going to go ahead and save this here in a second when I end stream. But thank you for tuning in. I've been dragging this ending out for too long. Thanks for checking up on Project Skulland. It's going well. A lot of times I'm slamming my keyboard against my head because every time I try to do something that should be simple and I try to get a solution, there's like 5 other ways of doing it and never a clear solution. So definitely doing a lot of learning, but I'm enjoying it, so it is what it is, and I hope you guys stay interested and all that. Tell your friends about it. And like always, Super Saiyan, I be out of here. Peace.